everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to make a simple spring roll, and this is a very famous spring roll back in the Philippines. So they call it Lumpiang Shanghai. So it's kind of meaty with a lot of veggies on it, and then they roll it with the spring roll pastry sheet. Okay, so let me show you how to do it. I'll be using 2 pounds of ground pork, a cooked white shrimp that I also chop, and 3 cloves of garlic. The garlic, you can use your garlic press if you have one. And I have here also 1 small yellow onion. So you can use a lot different kind of onion, that will be great as well. 1 egg and a medium-sized carrot. So in terms of cutting all of these veggies, if you have food processor or chopper, you can use that. But I feel like cutting today, so I cut all the veggies, and 1 stalk of celery as well. So I cut everything in small. And parsley, I'm using Italian parsley for this recipe. So if you have a spring onion, you can use that as well. So yeah, it will be very tasty. And salt and pepper and some seasoning like cayenne powder. And most of all, I'm using maple syrup. I'm using 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and this will add sweetness on my savory spring roll. And the wrapper, I'm using this medium-sized spring roll pastry wrapper. Okay guys, I think that's basically the ingredients on this. All right. Okay, now let's start mixing all the ingredients together, and then we'll season it with salt and pepper afterwards and add the maple syrup at the end. Okay. Okay, it's time to mix it using our clean hands to mix all the ingredients together. All right guys. Once you finish mixing and you put all the ingredients and seasoning on your meat, the other thing you can do to find out if your seasoning are on your liking is to put a little bit of the meat in a saucer and then microwave it to taste it. So therefore you will find out if the meat needs salt, or you're just okay with the salt and pepper. And that's how I normally do. Okay guys. Okay, now we're ready to do the fun part, which is to wrap our spring roll. So when you separate your wrapper, make sure you cover it with a damp cloth or even a paper towel so that it's not gonna get dry. All right guys. Yeah, I was able to finish 41 pieces of spring roll, so I wrap all the meat. There's nothing left, and I'm ready to fry it. So to fry it, I'm using my small pots, and to fry it, it should be deep fry. So you can also test if the oil is already hot by putting on your chopstick. Once it bubble up, and that means it's ready. And you make sure you put it in a medium high, not a high heat. All right guys. Okay, make sure you keep an eye while you're frying your spring roll, because the worst things to have is the burnt spring roll, and you don't want to do that. So please cook it properly, and then once it turned brown, you can just remove it and put it to your cooling rack and let it cool. This one is really very delicious. I really enjoy this spring roll. It's turned out really good. Guys, I was able to finish the frying for the spring roll, and this kind of spring roll is very delicious. I really love it. I think the maple syrup added flavor to this spring roll, and it's yum. It's very delicious. Anyway, I like to say thank you to all the new subscribers in my channel. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I see you around on my next video. Don't forget to try this one. It's a very good spring roll. Bye for now. Take care everyone.